Fam 305. Yes, we live. The Fam 305. Take a ride. The Fam 305. Yes, all night. The Fam 305. Let's get right. The Fam 305. Sit back and take a ride. The Fam 305. Let Guru pick your mind. The Fam 305. Mama G ready all the time. The Fam 305. K-Dub sniping on the right. The Fam 305. Dre talking ish all night. The Fam 305. Like, share, and subscribe. The Fam 305. The Fam 305. The Fam 305. Like, share, and subscribe. Hey, no pa tanto. No pa tanto. Hey, no pa tanto. Hey, no pa tanto. No pa tanto. No pa tanto. No pa tanto.
There you go.
Alright, y'all. Here's your host for tonight for the Fam 305 podcast.
Yeah, that's horrible when people don't come. That's the worst. No pa tanto.
Alright, the Fam 305, we back. We're continuing here in the Canadians' humble abode, among others. Canadian, what's going on?
Not much, man. I'm very surprised to hear we're your second priority, though. That really hurts.
You know,
honestly.
what's up?
I'm good, I'm good.
You ready?
No.
You not ready?
Ready for what?
You ready for that?
Baby.
Ready
No.
for the baby?
Not ready, not ready for it to come out.
3 days.
I'm
Yes,
3 days? So what's the
Okay.
date? What are they saying?
25th.
Oh, so if it's the 27th, it'll be my wife's. If it's the 29th, you get delayed, it'll be
that's
mine.
I hope
So it's going to be a
not.
Sag.
It is.
It's gonna be a Sag, that's
They're
right,
good
the
people,
best.
Though. Yeah, they are the best. people I
Of
heard.
course, we're the best.
You guys are very talkative, nice going. People.
That's right. We talk a lot. That's right. 'Cause that's why I talk a lot. I do a lot of talking. That's what I
Podcasts.
do a lot of podcasting. Fab Five, what's up?
Yo, what's going on?
How you doing?
You know, we're here, chilling,
Doing your thing?
doing the thing.
Yeah. How's work?
All right, let's get to the scoop. I don't give a
Hold on, we gotta set it
Talk
up.
about the scoop.
Hey, baby, calm down. We gotta have a little foreplay before we get into it.
We
got
ready.
the motion
This
for
guy,
a reason.
No lube.
Damn, this guy, you get right into it, do you, huh?
No lube.
You
Right
just,
into
no
it.
lube. You just start.
We ramming that shit.
Damn,
I
dude.
need-
I'm not even here, I guess.
I need
I
to
know. And finally, last but not least, Leprechaun. What's going on?
Yeah, how's it going, man?
So I heard you had a little change in careers. You moved on from what we were doing. Now you're working at where now?
Jimmy John.
Jimmy John's. Hey, I love Jimmy John's subs. I don't know about you guys, but man, I think
never
they're
had
one of the. What?
Yeah.
You need to bring her Jimmy John's.
They're fired.
I heard they're fired.
But you got to get the one without bread. What do you call it? The unwich? They do.
Unwich, yeah.
They do it with romaine lettuce. Oh, it's amazing,
Really?
and it's carb friendly, so it's like very healthy.
Might try it.
Yeah. So there's your free plug for.
It's a freaking
What kind of
man.
deli meat do they use? It's not Boar's Head, right?
No, it's just whatever the fucking vendor they use.
Oh, I don't know, man. I just deliver the stuff.
He don't give a shit. He just goes. He makes sure he gets
just
the right
a
address.
deliverer.
Whatever the money.
All right, so this is the part I love this episode, and it seems like whenever I record these and I put them out, the ones that get the most views or listens nowadays are the managers behaving badly. Have you guys noticed that? If you guys have listened to them, okay?
Totally.
Spicy
Yeah.
shit.
The spicy shit. Everyone wants to know the shit that goes on in retail. Okay, so we've had some movement. We had a manager. A couple others got promoted, but we had a manager no longer works. Yeah. He got fired. And we're all about the juicy details, and we have some people that might know what has happened. We're not going to mention any names because we want to keep it anonymous. We'll just call them.
You don't work there anymore. We can't.
No, we don't want, you know.
You can
'cause
gather some
people-
information.
Yeah, John wasn't a great guy.
Yeah,
He
John.
really wasn't.
What name were we going to use? We're going to use a red?
John's great.
John?
I like John.
Okay, we're just gonna go with John. So John's this manager. He worked for this company for a very long time, and in Canada, I'll let you take it away. So what the fuck? So this backstory. What happened, brother? We want to know. The people want to know for the Fantasy 5 Group podcast. We want to know.
What's what makes it hard? Nobody.
Was it a surprise?
Oh, huge surprise. Nobody
Okay.
actually knew. Even his manager didn't know what was happening or why.
It just was out of the blue.
Completely out of nowhere. District manager came in, and nobody had any idea why.
And they fired him on the spot.
Yep. He walked out the door. The other manager grabbed the picture. Gone. I was off that day, and 3-4 texts from my store. Hey, what happened to this guy? Hey, what happened? I was like, what? No idea what the hell was happening. And then from your store, 30 minutes out, everybody else texting me there. Still no idea what happened.
Right.
And
It was like wildfire.
oh yeah, just spread around.
'Cause everybody knew him.
Immediately, yeah, everybody knows.
Where you're at.
And still nobody actually knows what happened.
Well, don't know the exact reason.
No. As far
I remember it has something to do with candy, and it also has something to do with relationships. Like he
it
was
has
fucking
nothing
around.
to do with the candy. It has nothing to do with the store. It has nothing to do with anything
it's
within
outside
the
of
job.
work.
Completely outside of work.
So you're thinking he was screwing around or doing things they shouldn't have been doing?
It had to have been something illegal to the point where the job did not want to be connected. That's it. You know, they don't want, like, you know, any big corporation, somebody's doing something really bad. If somebody's doing something illegal and it's bad for that person,
Like gambling?
they won't care. They won't care if you're gambling. They won't give a
Yeah,
shit.
I don't
They won't give a
I mean,
shit.
I know a lot of managers that gamble.
Yeah.
Gamble, like money.
Well, remember,
Yeah, that doesn't matter. They
this
don't care.
person had problems prior with his
John, have partners?
John, the person, had problems with his ex. He was an abuser.
Oh, so
Remember?
this could have been.
Maybe.
The only thing the company cares about is when they know what the problem is, what the headline's going to be if that problem gets discovered. If something really goes bad.
Okay.
Say
so,
the person is a drug dealer. The
Oh, I
company
can tell
knows
you.
about it. The company knows about it. Okay. But then he deals lace shit to someone and that person dies. Oh, it's going to be so-and-so manager with this company kills someone. They don't want that in the headlines.
Okay, so well, we can probably deduce that he had a history of relationship issues with his ex. He recently broke up with the most recent
I
person.
didn't even know that.
I heard about that. They broke up.
Oh.
They had just broke up. So maybe something was going on between them.
It could be.
They got whiff of it, and they're like, "Oh, you're doing it again. We already helped you the first time.
Yeah.
Second strike, you're out."
It could be.
Right?
I didn't hear anything about that.
I heard that John had broken up with his.
But people also heard about the candy too. That has nothing to do with it.
So the candy
has nothing
was
to do with
not. The candy was kind of a. What was it? Just kind of
it.
like
That was a
front.
fuck up of the job.
That was
That's
just,
fucking up. Like if somebody else
You know what I'm
wanted to
saying?
do
You
it.
can't fire someone for.
No, they wouldn't get fired for that.
No, that would be like okay,
you
maybe
get
you're
written up or you get demoted.
Right. Demoted sounds.
You know, losing the company money, you're gonna get demoted. So it has nothing to do with the actual firing. As far as I know, it's
Something
not
else.
relationships either. Not relationship. It's something else.
See it. So I'm thinking it's something he was doing, but see, yeah, a lot of people got shit going on. I heard about another person in the past had some drug issues, and that person is still working.
High up.
No,
Okay.
just but you know what? You would think, okay, I'm not. I've been told it's secrecy. I can't.
Because they
Well,
know
see,
who it is.
but-
if it's a female.
I'm not gonna say who it is, and it doesn't matter. But the
Yeah.
point is, a lot of associates have issues, and some of the shit gets swept under the rug because they feel like that person could eventually get into
Yeah,
management.
I mean, everyone's got issues,
Right?
Yeah, and it's just,
But
they
if it
think it's going to be
continues,
reoccurring or not.
that's-
Because there's also one person I knew at some point was a decent manager. They got caught dealing drugs, and they got demoted.
But they didn't get fired.
They got demoted, yeah, and they went to rehab. They did all this shit. They didn't get fired, and then they worked their way back up. They're further up than they used to be.
and no problems
No,
since then. See,
Yeah.
So they were given that chance.
so it has to be something
Something that had for that
that
person
could really like make
repetitive.
the company look bad.
Bad.
That's what it is. That's the only reason why they would fire you. They wouldn't fire you for any other reason unless they think it's going to hurt them.
So let's say maybe there's a domestic battery. There's charges.
Oh, yeah, it
It's
could
been-
be.
It's been suppressed. Maybe there's nothing about it, but they found out about it and they're like, oh, we gotta cover.
Yeah, like say they gave him a warning for that. Like I really don't think it was that. Say they gave him a warning for that though, and okay, time goes by, happens again. Well, they're gonna think, oh, what if this actually goes out to the news, or what if John kills this person?
Jeez.
What if it gets this bad? Well, then it's gonna be so and so manager John from this company kills this person. It's gonna look terrible.
Yeah, and this company doesn't want bad publicity.
Oh yeah.
No company wants bad publicity. I mean, sometimes it's good in some cases. In this case, it's definitely not. So yeah, that's one thing. And then we had a couple managers get promoted. fuckface that I had problems with. Everybody knows about my history with this guy.
You're happy though.
When I found out,
Hey.
I said, "Oh, Christmas came early."
See, I miss him.
You miss him?
Oh, I like Ramon. Yeah.
I did too until that day, though, Canadian. That's the problem.
He's
I
terrible
did
at
until
people.
that day. Until that day, I was like, and that's, I think, in retrospect, it kind of hurt. Because, like, bro, I thought we were cool. Like, I worked, I busted hump, I did whatever you told me to, and that you treat me like that, fuck you, you know? It's just,
He's bad with people.
But this company promotes them. Does that make sense? You want to work with someone that's not good with people? What is this company known for? What do we know for? People. Customer
It just
service.
depends
Right?
who you got pushing for you. Because say
Well, yeah.
the manager above him at some point just liked the way he worked. He knew he's an asshole, but he liked the way he worked.
Why? Because he runs around with a chick with her cut off. He's constantly. Because I would walk in, he'd be fucking grabbing pallets, cleaning shit up. Good job. I mean,
It just
okay.
depends on who's above you, who's pushing for you.
Yeah, but if you can't keep a crew, and you know this, if you got a bunch of people that will not work for you, but yeah, you can run back there and go crazy. How are you gonna? You gotta hire people. You can't keep a crew. You can't keep associates because your manager's an asshole. I think you're a liability. You're not a fucking asset. Wow, you know how to fucking throw stock. Wow, you can put up a display. Wow, you clean up a back room. I guess Jenny fucking idiot how to clean a back room over. You know that over 300 times.
That's hard.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, can you teach him to sweep? Can you teach him to connect the pallets? Can you teach him to take shit out? Yeah. I can go back behind him and say, hey, you forgot to do that, forgot to do that. But, like, you can't keep
It just
associates.
depends who's pushing for you and who you got on your side.
Right. Who you know, and pardon my French, who you blow. That's how it is in this company.
Yeah.
It's the God honest
There's
truth.
a lot of people who got promoted really fast out of nowhere, and it's because you know people or you're just good at sucking their dick.
Yeah,
You know,
or
which
or
kinda
sucking
sucks.
their other neither regions, but
It's
yes.
just, I don't know.
I'm
I
just
feel like the
saying,
company
it's true,
personally
though.
has changed.
But see, that's the thing. I've been with this company for 25 years. That's always been that way. Now they can say, oh, we have tests now. You got to take this test and you have to be on the finalist list and all that. Bullshit. It's more tape. But at the end of the day, as long as you get your shit, don't worry, we're going to
The
promote
paths of things change, but it still stays the same.
you. Exactly.
Like, not much will change in the end.
No. They like you, they're going to look out for you. If they don't like you, they don't give a shit how high you score. If they don't like you, they're going to keep you down.
You just have to have people with you. That's all it is. That's what...
Like the guy that's here now, the one we just talked about, our buddy. He's not going to get promoted. Why? Who knows? Maybe they don't like something about him. You know? I don't know. I mean, he's a nice guy.
It's just having the right people push for you.
Right.
That's it. Yeah.
And I don't know if they have the right people pushing for him.
Yeah, see, I don't know. That's why I don't want to go into management. Because I think I'd
Why?
be good.
You would be good.
I'm
You're not
good
a
at-
people person, so you'll be good.
Yeah, I'm not good at talking to people.
But you're in the department you're at. You don't really have to talk to people. What are you doing? You're in the back. You come
Yeah,
out.
but I have
go
to talk
see-
to my DMs, the DM,
So talk to them.
the
Just talk to them.
Rizes,
Just talk to them.
and then the store managers. And then what if I get a shitty department manager?
Then you adjust.
Had one of those.
I don't know.
Listen,
Well,
when
my
you-
department is small compared to a whole grocery department.
yeah.
Multiple aisles, multiple people. I have probably like 5 team
So isn't
members.
that better because you're in your own little corner? That's why I always like produce.
Yeah, but
If I had to do it all over again, I would have fucking
Oh,
done
yeah.
awesome produce because
Two
it's
people-
all their own thing.
You can have two
Yeah.
people run produce easily by themselves.
Yeah, I used to run.
Yeah, but they're
on
all-
Friday nights. I would do produce
they're
by
all
myself.
veterans, and veterans do their thing.
Exactly.
You can't
That's why I like
change them.
produce because we're old dogs and we just do our
It's
shit.
the same thing with meat. A lot of
Yeah,
veterans.
Exactly.
Right,
You
me-
can't change them, even
Nope.
though they're doing things
Nope.
that aren't right. Like I have a lot of veterans in my current store right now that are doing things that shouldn't be done.
Yeah, but is the job getting done at the end of the day?
Yeah, but it's not following public safety and
Well,
public.
So what?
First
What
about-
we talking about? What's
The fuck is a
this?
Publix?
What is a
It's
Publix?
not-
What is this?
Ah,
What is this you talking about? Hold on. We
That's
got
an Albertsons.
Leprechaun.
What
Yeah,
the
Albertsons.
fuck?
Talk about Albertsons. A
Yeah.
leprechaun. You can see. I mean, is that true? Is shit's not getting done the right way?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
But I mean, it is getting
That's-
done.
it's getting done.
That's every place now. Shit's not getting on.
Right.
It's
Letter of the
all
law
the
or-
standards are falling at
It's kind of sad.
every
Fox standards.
store around here.
And why? Why? What's the reason? What do you think, in your opinion?
Management,
Mm-hmm.
time crunching, and just hours.
So,
or
sisters,
even training. It could. I think it all falls
I think it
above
comes
upper
to-
management.
Yeah, but I'm noticing that you guys are getting more the brunt more than ever. Like you got stock clerks, you got meat cutters, you got front service, but the middle management, the assistants, the teams, they're the ones that are getting, I think, the brunt of the responsibilities.
Yeah,
Well, it's
they get
'cause shit-
fucked.
Yeah, shit just falls downhill.
They get
you know,
fucked.
the DM comes in, it looks like shit, goes to the store manager, it goes to the department manager, and then that
They get
department manager puts on whoever the hell they want.
It's like my assistant, she fucking sucks. Dick.
Really?
Question.
Sucks.
I didn't know that. I didn't know
Which
that.
one? Is it the really big one or the redhead?
fucking ginger,
She's only got one
she
assistant.
fucking
She's the
sucks.
assistant? Does she suck dick?
She fucking sucks.
Oh, she
You
goes
know
to the
this for
store.
certain.
She does not do shit, bro.
Really?
I
But you said she
swear.
sucks dick, she's good for something.
She
She doesn't have a soul,
she's
so.
fucking
She
terrible.
doesn't have a soul?
She is fucking
Are you-
terrible.
Are you saying gingers don't have souls? Are you
Well,
a
you know,
ginger?
He is.
I mean,
Leprechaun, you a ginger?
But like my
mean,
team,
you're
my
not a
team
ginger
lead
per
does.
se.
He
You look
is
like a
per
ginger.
se.
My team lead does
Evolves
way
Yeah,
more than
he's like-
I mean, I could pull it off.
yeah.
She does not do
Because you're
shit.
Scottish.
All she does is just
You're
fucking
Irish.
sit there
You're
and bitch
Irish.
about shit.
Yeah, it seems like she's one of those that just,
She
oh,
doesn't
are
do
you doing
shit.
this? Are you doing
She
that?
just fucking sits there, and
Yeah.
she's so
Yeah.
by the fucking book. It is not
She's
even
by the book?
to the fucking T. And
Well,
it
that's the
pisses
problem
me
because you're
fuck
taught
off.
at that point. You have to be to the book.
Oh
You
my
have to get
God,
your people to do
fuck
everything.
out of here with
You
that
shouldn't
shit.
be doing anything, apparently. But if you don't, people hate you. They suck.
Yeah, she's
but
way
then
too
you
by the
do
fucking
a good amount. Well, then you're gonna do it all.
Yeah,
It's
she's
such
by
a
the book
hard
and she does
line.
absolutely fucking nothing. Doesn't do shit. Like I would understand if you were like by the book and you actually like worked, but you don't do shit.
Yeah, but in your
You do
department,
nothing.
in your department, there's a lot of, hey, I need you to do that, you need to do that. Like, you're not gonna have the manager go in and fucking bag every grocery. You're not gonna have the
No,
manager.
I'm not
do
saying
every
that,
single
but
thing.
like it's just
I think there's more. You're given more duties.
paperwork. Oh, I'm doing paper. You're not doing shit.
Majority
bro.
of them paperwork, they just do
They
sit
ain't
in the
doing
office and talk
shit.
to each other.
They
though.
talk shit.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
usually like one day a week. I'll do like 7 hours of paperwork.
Really?
One day a week, and then the rest I am doing.
And we're talking shit on the
everything.
computer.
No, every-
We're doing
every
actual
day
paperwork.
she's doing
It's all
something.
Computer
computerized.
paperwork. Well, I do paperwork from my manager. He wants me to do paperwork. My store manager. So I actually do paperwork. I have to P&L, profit and loss.
Computer.
Compare to last year, compare to last week, compare to the week of last year, a bunch of shit. So you actually calculate shit, you write it down, get the number. That's it. Or hours, all that shit. But most of it is computer work. There's not too much paperwork once you actually know how to go through it.
Do you guys still do the war reports or no?
We should, but no.
Okay.
Because the paperwork I do is basically the war, just on the P&L.
Okay.
It's the same exact thing. You're just calculating all that shit. It's a roundabout way of doing it.
Yeah. See, so I mean, and again, that's what. Yeah, your department manager, assistant department manager, you should be doing that. But I think they're not training the associates. They're not training them
Nobody's getting trained here.
enough.
Nobody's getting trained.
It's like, here, go do this.
That's
Go
why
do
a
this.
lot of assistants got moved recently because they weren't trained.
So they went to a store and they were not doing their shit.
They weren't fully trained on what to do, how any of this computer work was supposed to be done. You get 5 days of training on some of this computer work, but
But
most
shouldn't
of
they be signed off on it? Shouldn't it be a checkbox?
Well, like me, I was trained,
right?
but
Yeah.
5 days of just straight up reports. Okay, this is this report. This is what this does. This is what this is. This is where you find it, and there's buttons everywhere, dude. There are buttons everywhere. What report does what? This is what does that. At the end of the 5 days, okay. Say I want to find this. Where is it? You show me this for 10 minutes, and you show me 20 other reports after that. It's impossible to find. Just the way they train it is like they show you all the information, they show you where it is, but
Ooh.
like,
Show
so the Riz, they show you where all of it is. Like I trained with the
One time.
Riz, one time for each report you get one time. So just think about it. So you have 5 straight days of training, and each report is about 5 minutes. How many reports is that in 5 days? If it's 5 minutes each, that's a fuckload.
But as an assistant, shouldn't your department manager make sure you know that? Like, hey, did
They
you
should.
post report?
They should. The report or
And then
how
you guys
to
are-
do this
you guys are
computer
just
work,
faking it?
how to put it in effect. Well, most people, they go through that training. Like at the end of the 5 days, we went through. I knew he asked questions. It was me and one other guy. I knew about half of where everything was. About half. The other half was just like, okay.
But is it causing a situation where you're affecting the store's operations?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Really?
Because you get into a store and you can't always go to the slow store. It might be taken by somebody else. So you have to go to the next store. You have to go to the next store. There's people getting promoted to mid-level stores, and they got promoted just because they were really fast, hard workers. They weren't good with actually like thinking about why people are doing this, why this person's there, what should I have this guy do? They could only just clean the back, make shit look good, or make sure the truck gets done.
Well, I hope with the changes that they made, they brought a guy from down in Miami. Hopefully that, because I'm from Miami, and when we came up, it was like they made those decisions. Like, oh, this guy can throw juice, he's good. This guy should be throwing this, but they don't have the help that we had back in the days. You don't have the help.
It's not the same at all.
It's not the same. So how much training can you do where you're not giving them the time? You're not giving your managers enough training.
That's
like you
hard.
said.
You just gotta hope the right person like gets promoted in there. Like a couple people got promoted at the same time as me, and they got transferred to slower stores because they couldn't figure out the computer work. Like me, I couldn't figure it out first, but my grocery manager goes on vacation 2 weeks after I get promoted. I was able just to sit down and figure it out and just make it happen.
But you figured
That's
it
not
out.
expected at all for most people, just to sit down and figure it out.
You have a half a brain.
I'm good with computers. Like I can figure this shit out.
Figure shit out.
I can throw together.
But some of these guys aren't.
Yeah, I can throw together some bullshit, a stupid schedule or a display planner. I can pull these reports. My store manager asked me, "Hey, are you ready for the coaches meeting? Are you ready to go do this shit?" I'm like, no fucking clue what that is. They're like, yeah, I'll be ready in 10 minutes. I go to the office, look at the one from a month ago. Like, and then I print out every report that they did for that. They write down everything, and I just mirror it, basically. Just go back a month ago what they did, and I print out everything they need, and then I look at what numbers they're writing down, and I have to just figure out what numbers they're writing out, why. And I do the same thing. Most people, that's hard as fuck. Like, nobody can actually do that. People can, but it's just, most people are getting promoted, they can't.
And, you know, like I said, they're setting some people up for failure. And it's unfortunate because, you know, you have people that look up to these managers, they need direction, and they're not getting that direction. Yeah. And then there's no respect there because this motherfucker doesn't know what he's doing, and that motherfucker doesn't know what he's doing. Why are you gonna listen to that person?
See, I'm not good at computer stuff, like all that.
Yeah, but if you
I'm
get the
good
right
at
person
talking.
above you, they'll help you.
Yeah.
I don't
You know?
But
like
you
my
also-
manager's pretty good. Like he's trying to teach me it, but I'm not good at math.
Big
or
dog.
learning all that little.
See, I love the numbers.
I don't like that.
Yeah,
I
don't mind
like
messing with
working
numbers.
the
I
department.
like Excel.
I like-
See, I love that
Oh,
shit.
this-
I'm gonna
Like,
fuck with some Excels.
I got lucky with having both of it. Like, I can work my ass off and get shit done if I need to. But I also, like, I hate it. I don't like doing that shit. But I can. Like, I can sweat my ass off and get anything done. But I love numbers and the technical aspects. Like, why are we doing this? Why does this number mean something? Not just copying shit. Like, why is this on this display?
But
Why is it on this location of the store?
Yeah.
That shit I love.
Numbers don't lie, people do. Because you can sit there and you can have a guy that can go in a stockroom and bust ass, bust home, and do all this shit. But when you look at the numbers are going to tell you how the store is. You understand? It's like people can fucking fake it. People can fucking get themselves. But the numbers are the numbers. If the store's doing great, why is it doing great?
I
Are
just
they
feel
doing
like you
certain
just need
things?
to know which store it is then at that point. Like my store, I know what sells and what I can put in a bunker or something,
Yeah.
depending on what it is.
But then there's a different aspect of like,
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not good at numbers. I'm not good at looking at that, but I'm
Yeah,
good at
but you're
building
good at
displays
profits.
because
Yeah.
I know prior to what I sell the year before and so forth.
But you already got some of that already down. You just got to kind of complete the link. You got to get that connection. As a teacher, because I teach, it's getting a connection. Certain people, they know certain things, but you got to get them to connect.
you got the front end, like figuring out how to do all the like front end
Yeah,
things
but
for
to
all the
me,
people.
I feel like that personally doesn't matter because it's not a huge display like grocery. I only get one little bunker up front.
All stores change though.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, well, it's not a huge display. I know for a fact. I just need to see what.
Well, that means
store-
even more than so what you're displaying matters. You could be selling more of one thing, but there's other thing you sell about 50% less, but it's 200% extra profit.
Right.
You want to do that
Because at the
instead.
end of the day, the stuff you sell, remember, it's very simple. This beer, this is a margin. You want to buy it, Publix buys it from somebody, and they make a percentage on it. You're not going to put this out if you're not going to make a lot of money on it compared to another beer that's going to make more percentage. Now, maybe if it's on sale, maybe it's a BOGA, maybe they had a deal and we call it a loss leader, or what do you call it, the beer and chips. They don't make a lot of margin on that shit.
Yeah, no.
They move a lot. You get people in the store, but where they
Getting
make
in the
profits, there are certain items, and that's where management comes into play. They have to identify, oh shit, we can make 30% on this item, and we're selling the shit out of it. You identify those items, you sprinkle them in, and that's how the store makes more money.
Yeah, but
And that's
if
how
it
you
doesn't
become more
move,
important.
Though, if it doesn't move, like let's
We
say
have to
Well, then you don't put it in the
figure out the
store.
difference.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but that's up to the like the guy that got fired.
Yeah,
Right?
John. Our
Yeah,
boy
John.
John. Yeah.
He would put stuff up front for my department
Mhm.
that wouldn't really move as much, like hot dogs from a specific brand that wouldn't.
But maybe he was told to do that too, right? I mean, they
Right,
get
but
upon
they
high.
choose-
It could be
Okay.
mandatory. No, it could
Right,
be
right.
mandatory.
Well,
So even if it is, we can't move it or change it.
nope.
You're not supposed
They
to-
have deals in place. Remember, these manufacturers, they have deals.
They pay money to the company. To
They
get
pay
this.
money. That's why shelf space is very important. When you go in to do a planogram,
Yeah.
I'm getting all technical. This podcast is getting all technical, but
Oh, I love
they
it.
pay. I know, right?
I love it. Yeah.
They
Oh, yeah.
pay.
Yeah.
They pay our company to fucking put those items in there and where they're located. They pay for
Oh,
it.
because there's people from certain like vendors that come in.
Companies go in and give.
The company
hey,
talked to our company. Yeah.
Yep, and they make deals. That's why it sucks. You just wait for them to leave. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna planogram it. When the minute they leave, like they're gone. All right,
Yep. Oh yeah.
that's what we
That's
did. But
all
we
the
had
time.
we had to set it and wait for
Yeah.
them to leave, and then we changed it out. But yeah, they pay big money, and
They get
unfortunately-
paid a lot too. So there's this
I
one
wanna
lady
do
from
that too,
produce
yeah.
that came from is it Chico or Cheek? The
Chico?
banana.
The bananas.
Yeah, she makes a fuck ton of money just
Yeah?
by going to different stores
Yeah.
and
Oh,
looking
yeah.
at bananas and where to place them. But she told me she makes
The
a
dream
shit
job.
ton. It really,
Really?
is.
I would
Yeah,
love to
she
get
lives
that
in
job.
Miami, but she comes down here.
She comes. Yeah, they drive around. They go in the
Yeah.
stores. They make sure that the stores are set the correct planogram.
Yeah.
They have the product supposed to.
Right.
Yeah, there's
That's
people
so
that people
cool.
do that shit.
I wonder how you get a job with that like that.
Who you know, who you blow.
Yeah. So you know. Yeah.
Cool.
You know, but anyway, we got a little technical, but anything else going on? Oh, we haven't talked to you, Fat Five Freddy. What's going on with you?
Homie's buried in the screen.
Hey, you
Not
playing games?
much.
Yeah.
Not much. Just deal with that fucking shitty manager. Other than that, we're there.
Yeah.
Yeah, she fucking sucks. I can't wait for her to move.
I bet.
Sorry, not fucking sorry. I can't stand her.
I'm surprised your department manager hasn't moved yet. She's been there a while.
Oh,
Not
she's definitely gonna be gone before the year's over.
You think?
I feel like.
You
I
think
feel
her next
like
move
it's-
is assistant?
You think or you hope?
No.
No,
I think she's gonna get moved.
I didn't really like her at first
Because
but
Big Boy doesn't like her.
Yeah.
she's growing
Yeah?
on me.
Yeah.
So
No.
Not at all. Yeah.
He has problems with all the fucking those.
It's the women, man. The girls suck.
but,
I don't know.
I would.
Yeah, he's always had problem with women, man.
Really?
How about
Because
this
he's
one?
been asking me 4 years straight to be take the test.
No, but like at that level. But remember, he's a meat. He's a meat. He
is
comes
a
from
meat.
meat.
Yeah, he was.
He
a
comes
meat
from the
guy.
meat department. That's why he has an affinity towards that department and you.
True.
And you know what you're doing.
Yeah, but the freaking computer work, I hate
They'll
that part.
help
No, I
you
don't
with
like
that.
that part. That's the only part
They're
that
gonna help
stresses
you with
me
that.
out.
It's the meat department here. God Almighty, come on.
Yeah,
got the
which I
time for
like
it.
the other parts. Scheduling, I think I can handle, but like all the little stupid little paperwork and the
Practice.
calling, doing all this shit.
Practice.
Calling
Yeah.
what?
Like, let's say a pallet is lost. There's stuff that didn't come on a truck.
So you just find a number.
Shit's hard for
Call the
me. I don't
warehouse.
want to talk to them.
Bro, there's a fucking hotline there. There's probably a paper, right? And all the different stores, all the
much.
district, this warehouse, that warehouse, dollar number.
That's just kind of hard to find. Like most of that.
Really? We used to have a
figure it out.
sheet years ago. Like eggs, we used to order eggs. We had the warehouse, other stores in the district. That's how I call. I didn't know the numbers. I hit a number
Yeah.
on the fucking thing, and I would call them. Hey, I need milk. Hey, I need eggs. Hey, I need to do a special order. This was years ago. Now it's probably not on the computer, right? You can probably just put it in, can't you?
Special orders?
Fine.
Yeah, special
Yeah,
order.
special
Yeah,
order.
you
Yeah,
could
you
do
can
special
special
order.
orders.
See?
Shit.
Or contacting people. So
Yeah, I don't know.
don't make excuses. Get that money. Get that money.
You just call or text your Riz, really, if you have a question.
Exactly. Hey, where do I find this? Oh, here. Or your department manager.
Yeah. Oof.
You know,
if
if
they're
you have a
good- if
department
they're
manager
good.
that's half worth, they're waiting.
Yeah, which I didn't know. There's a lot of department managers that really don't
They
know
don't
what
know
the
shit?
fuck they're doing.
That's scary, man.
They don't know a damn
So
thing.
who's
It's
running
nuts.
who's doing those things? Okay, so who's doing those things that are required? Is it the assistants? Is it the store managers? Is it
Depends who we actually do it at the store. Sometimes it's the store manager, sometimes the assistants. Sometimes
they do more work than they're supposed to?
Yeah, oh yeah, there's a lot of people that do. It just really depends on the store. If that department manager just really cannot do certain things, well, it's getting put on someone else at some point in the store.
So there supposed to be a standard, like assistants responsible for this, a grocery's supposed to be doing this,
With some
assistant
things.
store. I mean, is there a set protocol for each of these departments?
Well, yeah, assistant store managers and store managers are supposed to do these certain things, and department managers or the departments are supposed to do these things.
But they're not. They're not doing everything.
Yeah, like it depends on the store. Like, well, can the department manager do what they're supposed to do? No. Okay. Well, can the assistant? Yes. Okay. Well, he's getting all of it. Or if he can't do it, okay. Well, the store manager's gonna do it.
And that's how some of these movements happen, I guess you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they cannot actually run it. They can't do these things. Well, something's gonna happen eventually. Hopefully. If not, shit falls apart.
HR. I just call HR.
The toothless wonders in HR.
Well, I feel like if okay, let's
Has
say
anything ever gotten done? That's
if
why I
I'm
didn't
an
call HR.
assistant and my store manager isn't taking or
Well,
doing
these are the-
what he's supposed to be doing, then what's the point in having a store manager, you know? I feel like a store manager is supposed to be going around each department, and if, let's say, an employee or somebody's having problems, right? They're supposed to get written up. They're not doing their job. They're supposed to be get written up. Then a verbal warning. It is.
A counseling statement.
And none of that gets
Didn't
done.
happen. Didn't
That's
happen.
what I'm saying.
Oh, that's
So
a big
what's
problem
to me?
in my
It's like
place.
what's
Didn't
the
happen
point?
with me. Thank
No
you.
counseling statements happen at my place.
Didn't happen with me.
That's-
I didn't even have a conversation with this man. What happened? I went to 2 different managers and told them what happened.
And
You
nothing.
think? No, they talked about it. Oh, we got to talk about it. We'll talk about it.
What is that?
Nothing happened.
That's what pisses me off.
Yeah.
And then that person just gets away with it. you
Right,
know?
right.
So it's like, what's the whole point in having a store manager when the store manager isn't doing shit about it?
Because you gotta have a store manager. You gotta have a hierarchy. But yeah, but again, I think some of them are just scared to do anything. I think if they can let it go without having to take it to where it's a written consequence, I think they'll avoid it.
Yeah, but that's why there's so many team leaders and assistants and managers that don't get written up or don't get demoted or don't suffer consequences that are supposed to.
Right.
And that's why the store is becoming more shittier because they're really shitty people.
Because HR is now people go to HR for everything. So it
Well,
becomes nobody wants to pull the trigger. I mean, you're in management. Nobody wants to pull the trigger because they're afraid of something happening.
Well-
So everybody's kind of like, oh, well, let's just.
You gotta have people backing up. Like me, for instance, I can't pull the trigger and just write someone up. If my manager
It has to be
doesn't agree-
documented, right? It has to be all kinds of.
You've documented all this shit.
Benchmarks.
Manager doesn't disagree. HR comes in. They don't back you up. They
Yeah.
don't do this.
That's what I'm
Well,
saying. It's,
I mean,
HR
fuck.
Right.
fucks it up.
So, like right now, I have a scenario going on where a certain person's causing problems nonstop. Every month, every 2 months, every week, every 2 weeks, just
What
nonstop.
can you
Arguing,
But
having
there's a
problems with
system.
other managers, people not in the same department. Shit's not going on. Shit still doesn't happen. Well, finally, another thing happened a week or 2 ago. I had everyone write down a statement. We put the statements in the store manager's office. People
Sitting
are
there.
still waiting for something to happen. I'm getting asked, hey, because everyone's going to go to me at this because I've been dealing with all of it. Everyone keeps coming to me, hey, is what's going on? Is something going to happen? Is it actually getting looked at? I'm like, hey, listen, everything's there. Everything's written. We have statements. I put everything in. It's on them. Call HR.
Call HR.
It doesn't happen.
Call
Well,
HR.
everything was followed right. The statements are there. If nothing got happened, well, it's going to come down to the store management.
See? And then I'm telling you, they don't want to do shit. Or they use HR as an excuse, and HR bogs it down and says, whoa, well, let's talk. Let's arbitrate. Because now it's all about, let's try to work it out. I'm telling you, they just don't want to pull the trigger. Back in the days, they wrote you up. They brought you in a room, they had a witness, and they said, oh, this is what happened, we're writing you up, this is an occurrence, you can go to your DM, whatever, and they involved some people, but it was a lot easier and streamlined now.
Yeah, well,
now that they
it's
have
really-
rights, it seems like the associates have more rights, which justifiably so. Nothing's happening.
What rights? If you're not doing your job and you're causing more harm to the company than
It's
helping them out.
Man, I had a guy down south. He would call me all the time bitching about associates. Whenever something they didn't like what a manager said to them, they'd fucking call HR.
Dump that shit in
If they didn't like how they talked to them, I'm going to HR. I'm going to HR. Everything with I'm going to HR.
Smells fantastic.
Right? So as a manager, you're a manager. If you want to have an associate, when you tell them, hey, can you go ahead and take that out? Oh, I'm not doing that. I'm going to HR because I don't like how you talk to me. At some point, as a manager, how are you going to talk to them? Are you going to even talk to them? Right? You're like with this guy. I know he didn't talk to me. Why? Because he knew the minute he says something fucking slick to me, I go to HR on his ass. Because they're afraid of HR, so they're not going to pull a trigger. They're not going to be, let's be careful. Let's just, kind of let sleeping dog lie. Right?
Until it's an actual
A real problem.
and nothing got done. Well, then HR goes to that store, and then when whoever decided didn't get done, they're gonna get in trouble. Which is what is
Yes,
probably gonna
at
happen
some
here in
point.
this case.
At some point.
It's probably gonna happen here.
But how long has this been going on?
Oh, since
Months?
I got there. Since I got there, yeah.
So like 2 months.
I've been there for 7 months.
Okay, 7 months. So did this person have problems before you got there? Or was you're just kind of like...
Other stores, as far as I know, yeah.
So there's a history.
Yeah.
See? I mean,
Yeah,
at
there's
some
a history
point,
in the
they
store.
gotta... If there's documented
At some point, something
issues-
needs to
Yeah,
happen.
yeah.
And especially now when everything's written down and everyone
That's good.
is demanding something happens.
Because if it
Well,
wasn't written
HR
down,
comes
it didn't
in,
happen.
hey, this person called me about this confrontation. What are you doing about it? Oh, I don't know. Well, did you get informed about it? The manager's gonna be, well, yeah. Well, is there written statements? Yeah. Well, that person's gonna get in trouble then.
Yeah. See, at some point, they're gonna... I just think it's a lot of red tape compared to what it used
Yeah.
to be.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, completely.
It's all documented. Document. It's.
Well, it's because it's when you don't have people backing you up. Like, somebody's arguing with you. You're like, oh, send them home. They don't want to do their job, send them home. Well, then
Yeah, but are you gonna send it home? Because now you're fucking even more short.
you're behind, sure, you're shorthand, but fuck it. He's not wanting to work. That person's not wanting to do this. She's not wanting to do that. You send him home. Your next manager comes in. Hey, where's this guy? Oh, I sent him home because they were arguing. Why didn't you talk about it?
See,
It's when you don't have the follow through of people backing you up.
Right.
You need to have the next level behind you, like actually backing you up. But if you don't, which most of the time you're not going to anymore, because nobody wants to get in trouble.
see, there you go. They don't want to get in trouble because if it's a manager, they fuck up. They're gonna have to answer to HR because the person that's bitching to HR saying, "Oh, this manager Canadian fucking talked to me this way," this and blah 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 blah. HR is gonna take their side.
The employee or the
No, they're gonna take the employees. In most cases,
HR takes company side.
The company
Whatever's best
side.
for the company. Whoever the fuck is gonna get in trouble is gonna
But
be
if
the.
it's multiple at this point, if it's multiple reoccurrences and multiple like
then
statements,
of course
people-
it's better. It's yeah the employee's gonna be fucked. But if you got an employee constantly calling and causing trouble, they know the system. My buddies tell me all the time. These people already knew that they knew what to say.
Yeah, they know how to act. They know how to like
See?
approach someone.
See,
That's
they
the thing.
know.
We were viewing cameras of the last incident too, and you're like, oh, this guy, he knows what he's doing.
See, they play the system.
Yeah.
They know the system. They use the system, and it creates a system where I think management, you guys have it harder. I'll be honest. I would not want to.
Well, everyone does. You know, the
I
manager
would
has
not
a
want
harder.
to be in that shit, man. No way.
Well,
Doesn't want to fucking level. Doesn't want to do
It's
certain
a
things.
game. It's literally a game.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
It's
Like,
a game. Yeah. Play the game.
Gotta
Don't hate
fig-
the play. Hate the game.
You gotta figure out how to
I
like
can't
not
play
get
the game.
in too much trouble by doing this. You gotta figure out like, oh, the second this person says this to me, oh, they're gone. I know who to call because he said that. I know who to call because they did that. Then the other person's gotta know like what they can or can't do. It's a game.
You just gotta document. If you didn't document it, it didn't happen. If you don't have, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those things like it has to be documented or it doesn't happen. Same thing
Yeah.
with schools. If there's problems with kids and behavior, I can't just argue to administration. This kid's an asshole. He's constantly giving me problems. Well, did you write him up? No. Well,
Did you
write
give
him
a
up.
warning? Did you do
give him a
something
warning?
about it?
Did you do the procedures? You can't just go one time. I want him out. Well, what did you do? Well, I just had no. You got to write him up. You got to do all these
It's
steps.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's a written statement, counseling.
But it takes time.
verbal.
But it takes time to get to that where
Yeah.
you're going to get a final decision. Okay, we're going to remove that person from that department. We're going to fire that person.
It's just so hard to
takes
get to
time.
that step.
Right.
That's what it's.
There's a lot of steps.
Because you're supposed to give a warning,
Right.
another
Another
warning,
warning, yeah.
and then a written statement.
Yeah, see? There's 3 attempts
And then
already.
maybe another written statement.
Right.
And then maybe something will happen.
See? That's
Maybe.
4 or 5 occurrences before you might get some corrective action. And as a manager, I'm sitting there saying, fuck,
That
after the
doesn't
first
even-
time I
but
should
so
fix
then
this.
that doesn't include other associates having problems with that person. Because
No,
let's
I'm
say,
not documenting, yeah,
let's
it
say
has
if
to be.
me, the leprechaun, and this little boy over here,
Little boy over here.
He's gone.
I'll talk to management and tell them, hey, like this guy is having problems with each department.
I don't know. That's a question for the manager. Canadian.
Because there's multiple employees that are having problems. Like I have a person that we don't like in the meat department.
Yeah.
She has a terrible, nasty attitude.
Well,
I
you
had
can bring- you
3.
can bring
I
up
had
problems.
3. Me
Yeah.
and 2 other guys had issues with the fuckface. And look, HR got involved.
Fuckface.
The fuckface. And guess what? He got promoted. Now, I didn't go to HR. The other one did. The other one went to HR, and then my other buddy.
Well, that's the other thing.
He
like,
didn't
you
go
have
to
those
HR.
instances. You have those people complaining.
I didn't go to
Nothing-
HR because I didn't want to fuck.
Well,
I didn't want to fuck it up.
Exactly. You're still you're saying these things. This is happening. This is an
It's a
instance.
one-off.
This is an instance to you, which is a problem.
Yeah. Now, it happened
Was-
again?
was-
Yes, it would have been a problem.
Was that an instance that got recorded? No.
No, but I did have a witness. I had a stock clerk and I had a customer, and the stock clerk would have said
It
it.
didn't record it in any way though. So that
We didn't
never
record
actually,
it. Like, it wasn't recorded.
No, but it never got.
But I had a witness.
It didn't get written down.
No.
It didn't get
Nope.
actually escalated
Nope.
to any scenario.
Nope.
So that basically never happened.
Right. See?
Never happened.
See? But I could have went to HR. Of course I could have went to HR. I could have made us think about it, but I was like, nah, I don't want to go through this bullshit. I just
That,
there's a
that feels
respect
like
issue.
it's too much of a process to even like bother.
Processes and
But
processes.
as a manager, you have to, because then.
Well, I mean, yeah, like
everything's
manager
getting
wise,
fucked.
but like I feel like if you're just like a regular like
Regular
nobody
Joe
kind of thing, it's like
Well, you're not a nobody.
you just keep. No, I'm saying like in general, like a general sense, like if it's like someone who's higher up than you but not a manager kind of thing, and you're just like a fucking random schmegular fucking
Right.
Well, you told
seafood
me you had an
clerk or,
incident with somebody
or
up
just
front.
a regular bagger or whatever. Like, oh, HR, they're gonna be like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
No,
but
that's
see,
what
that's
you
the
said.
thing. They don't know some of them.
Yeah.
And then the managers also know not to do certain things. At least you would think they would know not to say or do certain things.
I don't know.
You see?
I don't know. I
You
don't
know?
know about that, man.
Someone has to be a dick at some point and piss people off. That's it. At some point, whether it be the associate going to HR and making something happen, you could be an asshole. You could be in the right, but people are going to think you're an asshole. Or it could be the manager escalating things to the highest level where you fucked up in this little way, but it's against the rules. You're an asshole, but at some point, it might actually get done. Something might happen about it, you know?
Yeah, it just takes time. But then you also have a MO. There's certain people in the store that are like, oh, this one's never gonna get moved up because they are this way. We had a guy in dairy, right? The whole time. Buddy left.
Oh, the
Buddy.
glasses boy?
Glasses.
Yeah?
Glasses.
Oh,
Glasses.
you know, you're
Emmanuel.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yosemite.
We'll call him
We'll call him
Salt.
Yosemite.
We'll call him Salt.
Yosemite.
We'll call him
Yosemite.
He's a
Yosemite.
cool dude.
Anyways,
A lot of
the
them-
guy had an MO. He wanted to move up into management, right? He came to that store from
Yeah,
what he
looking
was
for that,
doing
yeah.
before, looking for that opportunity.
We'll call him
But
Salt.
what happened off the bat? The guy was a fucking head case. The guy did not get along with anyone. He fought with managers. He fought with sub departments. They
Oh,
put
yeah.
him in frozen. He fought. He couldn't do it. They brought him in dairy with us. He fought with the other full
It's
timers.
an attitude thing.
It was an attitude. And management at some point, number one, they're not going to promote you. You're not going to have any chance in hell.
What about apple bottom jeans boy in dairy?
I think I know who she's talking about.
The Hebrew?
Yes.
Oh.
Nah, he's just.
Well, he dresses up. He really
Yeah.
wants it.
No, he just.
Well, He didn't
No.
for the longest time.
Right, and then he thought about it, but then
He
they
didn't.
don't.
He didn't. He thought about it. He
So
thought
now
about
he
it,
doesn't?
and then no, he
I
does.
think
He
still
did,
does, but
but he.
Well,
he got issues. He's got health issues also, and I think
There's that, but it's just you don't see
the effort, not the
the
effort,
rush.
but the rush. Yeah,
the extreme.
Well, isn't
Like
he-
I'm gonna
how old is he?
fucking.
he's like a little younger than me. He's in his 40s. He's low 40s. That's the thing. He needs to do it. He needs to do it now.
right.
Because like I can see, it's a young. You guys are younger.
What about that team leader?
Good.
How old is he?
Which one? What?
The
He's
one
young.
that's in your store.
They're both.
Both.
Oh, he's in his late 30s, mid to late 30s.
But then he had the.
and he had
sweating,
experience.
The rush, the like.
But Sparkles. We're talking about Sparkles here. He has
Yeah.
he knows what he's doing. Plus, he was in not manager, but he did stuff up where he lived up north.
Well, he ran another store.
Right.
There, yeah.
He had another company. Obviously, it's not the same company, but at some point, he just has to jive with our company or
Yeah.
our structure.
But so I'd personally promote somebody with less experience if they were willing to fucking like run compared to somebody with experience that was just like
It tries.
just still good, decent, but
maybe
not like
they're-
if two people call out, you're not gonna sweat still. Well, fuck, I'd rather have the person that would like fucking run around the store.
Right, because we gotta get shit done. At the end of the day, we gotta
Yeah.
get shit done.
Yeah.
Right? And I'd rather have
But they
people
don't-
that want to get shit done but makes mistakes than the one that whatever doesn't really care. They're kind of
They always
like
promote the shitty
nonchalant.
ones, though.
No,
So-
but unfortunately, again, you play the game. Who you know, who you blow. Some of them know how to play the game. They're friends with them.
Oh,
You
yeah.
see the people are getting promoted now.
Yo,
That's why our buddy's not happy. Well, of course, look who just got promoted to ASM. Who just got promoted to a grocery. They're all in the same group.
the
They're all
man-
know each other.
The person that's pushing for you, that could be somebody who literally doesn't care if you work. Like I even had an assistant store manager at some point told me, "I'm working too hard. It doesn't look like I'm learning enough."
You're not learning enough.
Yeah,
Yeah, because you're just like a stock clerk.
exactly. So
See,
that person,
Sad.
that instance,
sometimes you
didn't-
got to do other things.
like you think about that person.
Merchandise.
Their perspective is literally
Books.
like, "Oh, you shouldn't have to work.
It's true.
You should technically you shouldn't."
Yeah, but if you ain't got the help, what are you gonna do? Sit there and say, "Well, sorry, I gotta learn."
Well, what they
the
would
truck
say-
ain't worked.
What they would say
The
is,
truck ain't getting
what
worked.
they would say is, "Why aren't you
Not ready
guys
yet.
doing it
Yeah.
for you? Why aren't your people
So
breaking their
delegate.
backs?"
So delegate.
Exactly, there's delegating or making your people work for you. Whereas other managers like, "Oh, you're down, you're fucked, and you're trying to tell them what to do. Oh, fuck, no, you need to get out there and do it yourself."
See, there's not enough leadership, I think, overall.
No,
We're
there needs
just
to
drones.
be there needs to be people under the district manager
There's no leaders.
more intact with the store. Because the district manager goes in the store.
Yeah, but they're in there for a couple minutes.
Exactly,
They're going
that's why
to the
they-
department, looking around,
That's why
right?
there needs to be
Well,
another
that
level that's
person is,
constantly in the store.
That person
Constantly.
is doesn't really care. He's leaving soon,
I heard that.
so he don't give a fuck at this point what
Right.
he's doing.
He's on a farewell tour.
Yeah, he
That's
really
why
is.
there needs to be someone under them.
What a
Maybe
Riz.
two
Aren't those
people.
Rizzes?
Yeah, they are.
Those are called
the
Rizzes.
Rizzes are only supposed to train. That's it.
Mm.
That is literally their job title. What they're supposed to do is give them the knowledge to make something happen. If it doesn't happen, that person sucks.
In my opinion, they need managers for each sub-department to come in and train managers, train associates, train them that's have experience.
They do, don't they?
Well, do they?
No.
No.
Mike does.
Who? You Riz.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
well,
there is only trains. That's it. I think there needs to
Well,
be.
they walk your department. They look
And they
what's
tell you
right
this is
and
that, this
wrong.
is bad, this is that, this is what you should do. Then they
Yeah.
leave. There needs to be. There needs to be
no,
somebody
they
in
need
there
to.
more
They
often.
need to. Yeah, they need to be more like maybe they're there for a week.
Yeah.
They show up every day. They look at what's going on in the store
How many
and work
stores
with them.
do we have in our district?
I don't know.
13, 14, something
See.
like that.
Oh.
Something like
You
that.
can put one. You can put one per district and have them go around and work.
I
a
think
week
we need-
in every store.
2
Yeah.
assistant DMs
Yeah.
that split those 12 up.
Yeah.
They both get 6 stores.
Yep.
And their job
Work
is
on the
literally
process.
no office work, nothing like that.
No, just
Making sure the stores
Yeah.
are running how they're supposed to be doing. If they
Right.
see fit, they need to be in this store 5 days a week.
they're
Fucking
fine.
make
And
it
then
happen.
report back to the DM and tell them like this is what's being done. And they shouldn't look at them as like, oh my god, they're gonna tattletale and they're there fucking tell. No, they're there to help.
Literally make the store run. That's
make it run
it.
better.
Yeah.
Look at
That's
the
it.
problems. Because what happens when you have management for a certain amount of
Solid.
time? They look after each other. There's nepotism. They look out, right? There's nepotism. That's why they get
The
moved
fuck is
around.
nepotism?
Nepotism is like, let's say you guys are working in the same store. You may look out for her because you know y'all related.
That's why there needs to be someone else in
Nepotism.
there. Yeah.
That's why they don't
I
like
think
that.
there needs to be two,
See?
honestly, two assistant district managers.
Yeah, I agree. But
Then-
that
yeah, of course, that's gonna cost money. That's gonna cost a lot of money.
Again, do they feel like, oh, we don't need that. We got the management's good enough. We don't need that. We know we got our RISs, we got our DM, we have our department managers. They should be trained up.
Well,
but is
that's
that
how
being
they get-
happening? Is that happening?
They should be trained up,
Should be. See, that's
but
the
it's
problem.
not.
But it's
It's not.
See, and, you know, they cover each other's asses.
Well,
You
yeah,
know
that-
this.
that
These
would
managers
cost-
are covering each other's asses.
Yeah.
And
And
that's
that
why
would
it's
cost a
happening.
shitload of money. Like my ideal of the two assistant district managers would cost a shitload.
Hey,
Like so, a store
Take out
manager,
money.
the
We got
store
no
manager's
debt.
probably
We can afford
100,000. The store manager's probably 100,000.
yeah.
So you get an assistant district manager, probably 150,000. Two for each district. That's gonna be a fuckload of money. Is that actually worth it? Probably not.
Well, the managers don't make more money anymore, right? Everything kind of dropped for everyone.
Well, they raised the pay, but they cut out the bonuses for everyone. Now only department managers, right? Like you don't get a. Do you get a bonus?
I get quarterly.
But you don't get year end, like the department manager.
No, they get year end.
But you get quarterly.
Well, that's also the thing. They take out certain bonuses and then they compensate people who got those. Like department managers, so assistants work 45 hours a week, so 5 hours overtime. Department managers, about a year back, they worked 47 and a half hours a week. So it's 2.5 extra hours overtime, which is a pretty damn good amount of money.
Yeah, well, you're a man. You're making.
So they cut department managers down to 45 hours a week for work-life balance, which is fucking awesome. Like,
Oh, yeah, it used
you
to
work
be-
2.5 hours less
Used
a
to be
week.
60 hours. A
Yeah.
week. 60,
You work 2.5
70
hours less a week. That's great, and we're gonna give you a hourly pay increase to compensate for that difference, the overtime difference. Awesome, that's fucking great. But anybody else that gets promoted now from assistant to department manager,
Mhm.
they don't get that pay increase.
They don't.
No, they don't. They just gave all the current people a flat raise.
Damn. See,
No one else
so
gets
it's
that.
like, where's the incentive to get moved up? I mean, it's good. You get more money, but you're not getting what the other ones
It's
are
less
getting.
and less
Well,
as you
they
go.
stopped
Yeah.
giving assistants bonuses for something. I forgot what it was. It's only the
Year
department
end, year end,
manager,
yeah,
right?
year end, yeah.
Yeah, year end.
Inventory
See.
bonus.
Yeah, inventory bonuses.
Yep.
That's no longer assistants. It's just only department managers.
See. I
That's
mean, we
nice.
used to get all associates used to get bonuses. They're
Yep.
only full timers.
And then they took the bonuses away, give you a flat pay increase. But anybody else doesn't get that flat pay increase.
Well, they're taking some of the bonuses down from the full timers and
Yeah.
giving to some of the part timers. But I mean, it's good and all, but also fucks over some of the full time too.
Of course. It like I said, they justify it and they say, well, you're making more per hour, but honestly, they're saving money. They're
Well,
saving money.
That's
on the
all
back end.
anything any company tries to do is just save money.
Right. What's I always tell my students, like, what's a business's number one goal?
It's literally just money.
To make money.
That's it.
Not to take care of your associates, not to fucking to be successful and help the environment and provide a better. No, idiots.
Slam
To
it.
make money.
Ours.
Let's
Profit
go.
margin.
Cheers, buddy.
It's not.
Cheers.
It never
Cheers.
was
Cheers,
like that
everyone.
though.
Cheers. Huh?
Our company was never like that, from what I heard. It was.
Yes, when the old man died, and we won't know. We can probably deduct who the old man is. It changed. I was with the company right before he died, and it was different. It changed. When the kids took over, it just became
Yeah.
more corporate, and they were just. And then they got sued by a bunch of shit came down, and it changed everything. And now they have to be careful on everything they do. That's why it is the way it is now. It's no longer what it was, and in the corporate lane, it's changed, but yeah, it's definitely not what it was for sure. But hey,
Sad.
Have you ever met the old man?
no, I never met him. I met his son though.
My dad
I
did.
met one of his sons. He met.
Yeah.
met,
For real? Holy shit.
Yeah.
Did he have the fucked up coat? Was he wearing a coat?
I'd have to
Yeah,
ask
Dad.
him, man, but I think so. I think he wore the tie and everything.
He wore the tie.
Chad
Yeah.
fucking met the man.
But even
That's
then,
the
now that every manager is taught, is you're taught customer service. like everyone used to be.
Yeah.
But now they ask, why are you taught customer service?
Why?
Or why are you taught to make your store look good? Why are you taught to have everything in stock? So people will buy more.
Of course.
So you make more money.
Of course. It's all about making money.
That is it. Right. I think even to that same degree back then, in some way he knew.
Of course.
The same
Easy way to
thing
make
is
the
like
money.
doing customer service.
But in the end, it turns into making more money.
yeah, oh yeah.
Take care of the customer, be friendly, but we in the back end we're gonna, because they're gonna come back.
Yeah,
I had
it'll
a,
pay off.
of course it's gonna pay off. You know, but they can't sit there saying, "Well, I'm only in business so I can help the customers." Well, no, you're not there to take care of the customers. You're there
Not
to
a
make
single
money.
person will say that works.
Of course they won't.
Everyone's
No.
there to just make money.
They're gonna say to make money.
That sucks.
You know, but I had customers that would come to our store and be like, "Why do you come to the store? You have a store literally a block from your house." Because the people here are friendly with us.
Yeah,
You
oh
see, that's how this company gets their customers to come back and spend the money. Because our shit costs more than most other companies.
yeah. Oh yeah.
That's why I don't shop there.
Bogos, though.
Fucking
The
Walmart.
BOGOs?
Yeah, but they're really
Bogos
fucking you over the
smack
bogus.
it
You're
down.
still getting screwed.
That's why I take my ass to Walmart. I fucking hate shopping. I fucking
Like,
hate
I feel
shopping.
like
I
it
will
just
start off with
depends.
something.
Huh?
Sometimes, like, for most average
Costco,
stuff, I'll go to Walmart, but for produce and everything, I'll always go to our store. I feel
Yeah.
our produce and stuff
Depending.
always have better
And
product,
our meat too.
better quality.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I feel it.
for sure.
I can see it.
Now I go wherever the deals are.
They definitely have better like meat and produce and
They
stuff.
do. They do.
Everything else, as far as like dry grocery goes, I don't go to Costco. Fuck Costco.
So
It-
guys,
only if
keep
they're
shopping
BOGO.
at Winn-Dixie.
Only if they're BOGO. If they're BOGO, they're pretty good.
It's just getting ready to end. Wow, that was an informative. So this is like the informative episode about retail.
shit. Yeah.
I gotta pee.
All right.
You go to the company game tomorrow?
What? Yes, we're going. Yes,
Oh.
I'm going. I don't know if I'm playing, but I'm definitely
What
going to
time?
be going.
9
9 a.m.
Fuck. Dude.
Be there by 9.
Damn.
I know.
Who's all going? If you can pause.
A bunch of people. All right. Hold on. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Thank you for listening to this podcast. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at the Fam305.